All right, welcome back. So we have the same ones on watch for the most part. We have RELI, which RELI, I mean, we're not really watching this one just because it's, I mean, it pulled back way too much from yesterday. The daily looks super bad, so most likely not on watch, but it's a recent mover. So we also have this one, which is SOPA. We were watching this one yesterday. I don't like it though because again the daily, unless it breaks this daily low and then climbs all the way back up somehow to whatever this level is right now, high of $13, then yeah, we can potentially see a big move. But right now, pre-market, it's just fading off. Got a high of 1260, but it doesn't look like it held at all. So we'll have to wait on this one most likely. We also have SEAC. It's another one that we had on watch. Not entirely sure why this one's gapping up, but I don't like the 5 or 10 minute on this one as of right now. ALLK is also popping on the scans. BRTX was another one. Let me see. But these are all lower price stocks for me. I'm not really into any of these stocks at the moment. BFRI. I don't like the 10 minute MACD on it or the 1 minute MACD. So we're just gonna wait on this one as well. Let's go back to RELI. So I don't think RELI is gonna do anything if I'm being honest. SOPA either. So we could just take those two off. QSI. No volume. SCAC. This one's kind of chopping around. I don't like I said, I don't like the 5 or 10 minute. I have to wait for a better setup on these. And this could also be a no trade day actually, because nothing else seems to be popping on the scans. The most volatile right now is SCAC, but this one's falling below VWAP here. It double tops basically around 340, and now it's not holding that level. So OSCR is popping on the scans. it's a lot of volume in it, but what's the flow? Flow it's 57 million. So BRTX here. I like the 1 minute curl, but the 5 minute looks like it wants to cross. So not really feeling that one. Go back to SEAC. Okay, I like this one. I just don't like the 10 minute MACD. The 10 minute chart overall looks really good, but it's not a huge mover. See if it breaks 3 here. We got a big seller at 3 there. Yikes. So break at 3 all the way back to 270. 275. BRTX is popping on the scans though. So I don't think I'm going to trade this one just because it's still below VWAP. But I'd want to wait for this one to actually pop above VWAP. I think I'm just going to wait on this one. That's a nice break of 6 though. OSCRs popping on the scans. SEAC. If SEAC can finish pretty high here on this 1 minute, if it can break overview up and pop to like 320, then I'll potentially get in for another trade. Or for a trade, I guess, but it's already rejecting that level, so most likely not. Oh, it's easy to borrow, so I can try to short it. It's also not a big mover though. Oh, but it also has short sell restriction, so I don't know. I don't know, we'll see. It's not a big mover. RCR. MCW. NAKD. SOPA. So SOPA broke its daily low, and now it's kind of popping back up. The 10-minute needs to, I guess, curl, which, I mean, it looks really good right here, finishing in basically a hammer doji. Almost a hammer doji, I guess. But the 5-minute doesn't look the best. 5-minute MACD, at least. So maybe we need to see some sideways consolidation on the 5-minute, and then we'll go ahead and see some continuation on the 10-minute. But as of right now, I kind of just have to wait it out. BVXV, popping on the scans. So as we saw earlier, it broke 3, hit 270, and then I guess it sideways consolidated, went all the way back up, and now it's back above 3, which looks great. So it's a nice push there. Then I'm barely getting the alert on my scan that this is popping up. Jesus. Let's go back to SEAC. It's a nice push down here by SEAC. I guess I should have taken my short position, but even then, if I did take my short position up here at 3, it only went down like 25 cents. So would that have been worth it? I mean, if I took big size, maybe, but I like this one though. So we're gonna go ahead and let this pull back. We still got another 2.5 minutes before the next 5-minute kind of opens. So this one's looking the strongest for sure. But this one's also not that big of a mover. I might take bigger size on it. We'll start with 400 shares instead of 300 and see where that gets us. I think this one's going to be a little difficult for me to sell on because I don't see NSDQ up here. I see it right here in the green, but I don't see it here in the yellow. So that means it's going to be a little hard for me to get filled with my exit, I'm sure. Same with the bid. I don't see it here in the yellow. I see it here in the green. So here's a 2-candle pullback. It's not looking too bad. I still like the 5-minute. I wonder if we're going to get a 3-candle pullback or if this is going to be just a 2-candle pullback as of now. We do have our support line here at 312. So right now it's holding. Kind of want to see if it's going to continue holding or if it's going to reject in these last couple seconds. See if I can get in on a pullback. So last couple seconds here, it's finishing low. Well, I could have gotten at 30, but I didn't like how it just popped up in those last couple seconds. So let's see what this wants to do. More sideways consolidation, hopefully. And then we'll get in for the next 1 minute of break. If not, this one's just going to go without me here. So far, we have basically a double top at 340. But I want to see some more sideways consolidation, a pullback on the 5 minute, and then I'll get in for the 10-minute rip through 340. So now it's pulling back 25. High of this candle is 39. Dips are getting bought up. Kind of want to see it drop in the 20s again so I can take an entry. It's going to have to be quick though. I'm going to take an entry here for the break. It's 39, big seller at 39. Still going to hold. I'm in at 34. Now I'm completely filled at 34. Break at 39, there's 40, 45. Sold right there, 47. So 400 share position. I'd say that was a good move. It was a nice trade. Looking for the 5 minute high to break. Got my break. Shoot, I should have held for the 350 break actually. Saw 47, I just sold there, but well, I guess it's a good thing I sold because now it's all the way back down to 322. Saw 322 there for a second on the bid. So, Jesus. That was a really nice trade though. I wish I would have taken my entry a little sooner, but I just didn't want it to be the last couple seconds that flop on me like the previous candle. So overall, I did go for my goal here, which is the break of the 5 and 10 minute high. I got it. We waited with some sideways consolidation here, set up just how I wanted it to. However, this is a big resistance area that we're running into here. 340 is just a tough one to break, it seems, because it's not holding that level at all. So I'm going to leave this one alone for now. Let's go to SEAC, see if we get a pullback here and take an entry for a short position. 5 and 10 minute. 5 minute actually looks good for a curl, and the 1 minute's actually curling as we speak here. But the 10 minute doesn't look super hot. It looks like it can break below 266. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a curl back to VWAP and then a rejection. This one has short sale restriction though, and but it's also easy to borrow. So broke its 5 minute high here. This can be potentially be another 5 minute setup. So this one is probably gonna break this high and then maybe finish low, and then the next 5 minute we get in for the break of this this pullback or this 1 minute low, which is 275, and then we also get in for the break of this 5 minute low, which is 266, and then we can see a bigger move down to 250, which would look even better. But as of right now, it's still just crawling up towards VWAP here. Maybe it's just gonna continue higher. Maybe it's just gonna rip, and then the next 10 minute might open at 330 or something. Who knows? But that's my game plan on this one. That's what I think is gonna happen. It's just gonna reject this level. So it's already rejecting on the 1 minute candle here. Hasn't broken its low yet. 275 by 276. We'll go back to BVXV. We'll just wait on this one. So this one's really slowing down up here at 340. Got about 2 more minutes before the next 5 minute opens, and then we'll most likely see a pullback. So I'm climbing. The account's climbing slowly. I mean, I made 30 bucks yesterday, another 37 today. So that puts us basically at where we started last week, 1980. So it's just a little further before we break 2000. I just got to make sure not to slip up anywhere and make some major mistakes here. And that's exactly why I didn't trade that stock yesterday. Because of how volatile it is. I don't know if that's something I should be risking on my account, because normally when I do, I usually take a loss in it because I get real emotional in the trade and I get real nervous. Something like this, I shouldn't be trading this. It makes me want to trade it because it's so volatile, It just went from 1370 right there all the way to 1430. That's a big move. But look how light the volume is. Volume's extremely light, and the spreads were huge. It was 60 by, I guess 1360 by 14 for a second. So ISPC halted. We'll see how it trades outside of the halts before I actually get in. I would love to get in for this daily high to break though. Daily high is 16. Oh, it's showing 1250 resumption. If that actually resumes that low, that's really gonna suck. I hope it doesn't. So there's 13. I hope it doesn't finish that low. That would really suck. So we'll see if this one actually gets halted at that or resumes at this level. I hope not. I don't think it's gonna resume here at 1146. No way. But if it somehow resumes at 1250 or 13, like anywhere below what it got halted at, I mean, it's gonna be pretty bad. However, my overall target, if it doesn't resume at these levels, my overall target would be the daily high of 16 to break. That's what I would really want to be going for here. So we know that this is a former runner, and it does carry a lot of momentum, as you just saw. Really light on volume, but I'm pretty sure it can do it. So let's go back to BVXV. Sideways here, 1 minute MACD's crossing. 5 minute doesn't look so hot either. MCW is popping on the scans. Not really moving. BRTX. Massive rejection there. Tuned in just in time. 612 is going to get halted. All we need is a break of 550 and this goes into an immediate halt. No, not quite. So it doesn't have it in it. SEAC though. So should have taken my entry over here around 290, 280. Because right now it's all the way at 260. So rejection, 10 minute actually did break. We also got a rejection here on the 5 minute. It actually did on the 5 minute, not the other 5 minute I was anticipating for. So could have taken my entry on a short position because now it's all the way at 250. That would have been a nice 30-cent trade there on a short side, but didn't take it. I rarely ever do shorts, but I mean, now that I know that easy to borrow is right here. I didn't know that for the longest time. I didn't know short sell restriction was right here, and I didn't know easy to borrow was right here, like an indicator. So I would just kind of guess. But now I can actually see it. Now I know. So maybe we'll see more shorts coming in here soon. How choppy this market is. That nasty drop in BRTX here. Dang. So it's a bad drop. Let's go back to ISPC. This one's gonna resume at 49. 49 and 23 seconds. So we still have some time on this one. It's showing a higher resumption though at 1330. That seems a little more realistic than 1250. But still, unfortunately, it's opening extremely low. 1350 now. Looks a little better. That's a VWAP. See if this can climb up to 14. If it can open at like 1410, I still believe this will pull back and then just rip. But it's so unfortunate for whoever got in at the top here. 1440 or 14 even. Just to see it resume at 1350. You're immediately down. That really sucks. Whether the next halt will actually do that again, I don't think so. However, I don't think I'll be holding this into a halt. So my game plan, like I said, is to get a pullback. I don't know how I want to trade this one though. If it really does open at 1350 or anything like that, it doesn't make me much more confident in it. But my overall target would be the daily high of 16. We're at 1460 right now, but if it does have a 1350 resumption, that's not looking the best. So if, let's just say it does resume at 1460 or even 15 somehow, I would like to see a pullback and then a potential entry on dip to get the rip all the way to 16 and potentially a second halt. However, I won't be holding into that second halt. I'm gonna try and get out of it. 'Cause if it's at that level, there's no way I can get out. So I'm gonna try. So here's resumption here in about 3 seconds. Unless it's a 10-minute. So there's a market order flush all the way to the bottom there. Open at 1350. Halt levels at 1496 again. That's insane. Or in the 14 range, my bad, not again. So now it's taking a dive, whole dollar dive. Dang, all the way down to 1320. I really want to see this one recover. 20-cent spreads here. This one's extremely risky to get in on, but I really want to see this recover. So there's a breakthrough 14 here, is what it looks like. There's 1420. So it's holding up. Although it opened low, it's somehow still holding up, which is great to see. Next 5-minute just open. 10-minute high here is 1467. I think we can definitely see a move higher here. Spreads are kind of still pretty big. I want to see them tighten up a little bit. I don't want to see a flush down though. If I do take an entry, I don't want to see a flush down below VWAP. I do like how it's holding here, but I guess my overall target would be the 10-minute high. 10-minute high here is 1467. That's where I'd want to actually see a break. SOPA popping on the scans. We're going to wait on that one. So last couple seconds here, and it flushed down all the way to 14. Well, now it's at 1410. So I could take my entry here at 1410, looking for the break over this previous high, which is 20. See if it would have worked in my favor. So far, not so good. Holding 14 though. So I would be down 15 cents right now, according to the bid. I wouldn't get filled there though. I would get filled in the blue here at 94. So 1420. So I would be up 10 cents, I guess. 7 if I'm filled. There we go. There's 40. Still really choppy here. I still want to see the spreads tighten up. SOPA got halted. Insane. Still gonna wait on it. Not gonna take an entry on this one yet. Spreads are getting a little tighter here. It's getting to around 15 cents now. Still really choppy, really whippy. So I'm not gonna take an entry. If this turns out to be another 5-minute setup, if it can hold this range, I'll most likely get in for the break of 1440. So we can see continuation into another halt. But it needs to hold within the small range. I don't want to see a break further, especially below VWAP. I definitely don't want to see it break its 1320 low here. I want to see it hold this small little range because this is technically an ABCD setup. If the next 5-minute opens here at 14, I'll definitely be taking an entry for the break of 1440 and then a ride all the way to 1480, potentially 15. So far, all the MACDs look okay. Nothing looks bad. Really choppy though. So just gonna wait it out. Okay, I don't know if my platform's lagging here or if it's actually just slowing down. That's a dramatic slowdown. So in about 2 minutes, SOPA should resume. I haven't checked out what the chart looks like yet, but I know in 2 minutes it should resume here. So here's a break lower, broke through VWAP. I'd still want to see if it can pop up here and finish around 14 something. Well, just around 14 in general. If it can finish around 14, that'd be great. But we have a drop all the way to 1350 right now. I don't want to see it hit 1320 again. Especially not in this 5-minute. All right, so we have our last 1 minute. I think my charts are just lagging because it's already 5 seconds in this next 1 minute and it just loaded in. So I think my platform's just lagging. That doesn't give me much more confidence in this one. 1 minute MACD's crossing here is what it looks like. So not too much confidence going into this one. If I do take a trade, I still want to see it finish around 14. And then I could potentially get in for a move all the way back to high a day here, 1470. So there's 89. Really choppy. I don't think I'm going to trade it. Spreads are way tighter than before, though. I mean, you got a 8-cent spread here now. For a second, it was 5. 15 now. So although the 1 minute did finish high, or it did finish green, I'm not feeling it. AERC, SOPA, actually, I forgot about this one. So SOPA, really nice setup here. That's actually a really nice setup. Kind of a crazy reversal though. Crossed on the 1 minute, but then immediately curled up. And I'm assuming that's because of the 10 minute here. But again, why the 10 minute? The 10 minute open low. I'm not sure why that happened. Kind of weird. Maybe there's news on it that just came out. Let's check. No, not that I see. So we got about 10 seconds left. Let's see what this wants to do. Not really sure where I want to get in on this one either. We are coming into resistance right here though. So there's open. Immediate break on the 5 minute. Still need a 10 minute setup. So this still has a lot of potential. Daily high here is 13. We're at 1175 for a second there. Say 1175 again. See if we get a pullback candle here. High of this 10 minute is 75. Spreads aren't too bad on this one, about 5 cents. 5 minute, yeah, 5 minute doesn't look the best so far. 10 minute still looks really strong though. Confident in the 10 minute. Let's see, are we gonna get a 2 candle pullback or some sideways consolidation? If we get some sideways consolidation, then this looks really good for a continuation through 12 and then potentially a breakthrough 13. And if this can definitely break through 13, then it's for sure gonna break that 1350 level. And we're gonna get a significant break here, I'd say. Let's see, sideways consolidation so far. Want to see if it's going to break this 1 minute low and pop back up. See if we get the break of 11 and a move higher here. EVTL just got halted as well. Now it's pretty light on volume though. So it's a breakthrough 11. Let's see if we get a pop back up here to 1125 or so. Still holding 11 for a second. I don't want to see it finish even lower. Want to see it pop up here. 1107. 13 for a second. So that was weird. It did shoot higher and then it opened lower. So let's see if we get this 1 minute break again. 3 candle consolidation here. I do want to see it back above 11. And if this candle can definitely finish above or finish around 1115, 1120, then it looks really good for a move higher. It's just the 1 minute MACD doesn't give me much confidence right now. 10 minute was looking really good until it actually finished pretty low over here. So not sure how I feel on it, especially because the 5 minutes pretty red. But again, I want to see this finish high. A break back over 11 would give me some confidence, but again, the 1 minute MACD doesn't look the best. So there's 11. Can we get the break back above 11 here? And a push to 1110 or 1115. No break yet, 5 seconds left. Okay, let's see if we get on this one. There's 11, 11, okay, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's see if this is going to continue holding. It's rejecting already. Breaks this 1 minute low. I'm just going to bail on this stock. We should actually probably go watch that other one, ISPC. So ISPC just consolidating. 1 minute MACD though, doesn't look too bad. The next 10 minutes going to open here. Not sure how strong I feel about this stock right now. I still like the daily setup. If we can get that daily high to break of 16, that'd look awesome. But it's so choppy. Still 20-cent spreads here. $10-minute open kind of low. See if we get that 5-minute high break. High is 13.82. Spreads here are pretty crazy though. I don't think I'm gonna risk it on this one. I don't think I'm gonna risk it. EVTL, let's see what's going on with this one. Whoa. What's the news on this? It merged with an acquisition company. Okay. I guess. Actually, no, this was like 5 days ago. Increased usage for application aerospace. I don't know how significant that news is. Maybe I just need to read the whole article. But okay. Whatever that's about. SOPA. Ooh. So again, I was confident in the 10-minute when it was holding 11, like around 11:25. I was confident there, but now it's just kind of pulled back a little too much. And I don't know how much confidence I have left in this one. Kind of weird. Maybe it might do the exact same move it did here, where it crossed in the MACD and then just shot up for no reason. There was no news on it at that point. I'm not sure why it did that, but so far it's making a move higher for whatever reason. I'm not going to completely dismiss this one. I think it would be a 10-minute setup though. That's what I'd primarily be going for, is a 10-minute setup. I wouldn't waste my time on it otherwise. Let's back to SOPA. Oh, I was just on SOPA. ERC. Okay, daily's not loading for me. Cool. BVXV. So trading within this small range here, I drew that I guess support and resistance level. So it's just in this small tight range. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna trade this one anymore. ISPC. Hmm. 5-minute doesn't look so bad. 1 minute MACD here is curling, but again, spreads are huge and the momentum kind of died out. The volume's completely gone. So all the volume was over here earlier in these beginning period, or in the beginning period, I guess, earlier in the day, but now it's just kind of dead. So nobody's really watching this one. This one have to make like a significant move here, breakthrough VWAP, and then potential climb all the way to 1440 or something for whatever reason, in order for me to be interested, because at that point you're gonna get a lot of volume in on oh shoot, EVTL halted again. I'm not sure what happened with this one. Halted immediately. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the news is really that significant, but I guess so. Anyways, I'm gonna finish the day here, 37.54. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up because I'm already trading past 10, and I mean, there's nothing moving. So whatever. I will see you guys tomorrow. We did make it back to our initial position last week, and let's see if we can break through 2,000 for what, the third time already. Break through 2,000, actually hold. Let's see if we can get that 2,500 climb. And once we get to that level, woo! Once we get to 2,500, all we have to do is go to 2,700. I think that was my initial, I guess, starting balance. We are coming up to the month's end though, so I am going to face a $125 commission. So as long as I can finish above $2,125, then I should be break even with a flat 2,000 by the end of the month, coming into January. So that would look really solid. But my overall target is to get to my initial position, prove to myself that I can get to 2,700, that this account wasn't a flop, and that I can actually continue growing the account. I guess my first target would be 5,000. I've done it before, close to 10,000, whatever, on a small account, and then I flopped because I didn't know what I was doing. So when it comes to show, I don't have to know what I'm doing to make money in this thing. It's really just, I guess, strategy, risk management, and some other stuff. I mean, there's a lot that goes into this. It's a true emotional build up here. So anyways, with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. I will see you guys tomorrow.